The 2027 Honda Ridgeline just got a game-changing upgrade, an all-new hybrid V6 powertrain, packing 362 horsepower and 380 pound-feet of torque. This is a nightmare for Ford Maverick. All-new hybrid V6 powertrain. The 2027 Honda Ridgeline just got a complete overhaul with an all-new hybrid V6 powertrain. This is Honda's declaration of war against Ford and Toyota in the midsize truck space. Why does this truck matter? Because Honda is finally admitting their old Ridgeline was a minivan with a bed. The killer feature here is that hybrid system. It's making 362 horsepower and 317 pound-feet of torque. But here's Honda's huge mistake. They're still keeping that independent rear suspension. Truck guys hate that. Let me tell you what's really happening here. Honda looked at the Maverick hybrid getting 40 miles per gallon and said, "Hold my sake." Rumors suggest this new Ridgeline hybrid is targeting 35 miles per gallon combined. That's insane for a truck this powerful. But Ford should be terrified right now. The Ranger only makes 270 horsepower. The Tacoma TRD Pro makes 278. Honda just dropped a 362 horsepower bomb on both of them. The hybrid powertrain that changes everything. If the leaks are true, this hybrid system combines a 3.0-liter V6 with two electric motors. One motor handles the front wheels, the other powers the rear. That's basically electric all-wheel drive. Toyota's been doing this for years with their hybrids. Honda just copied their homework, starting with the powertrain. This new hybrid V6 makes 362 horsepower and 317 torque. The electric motors add instant torque from 0 RPM. Honda claims 0 to 60 in 6.2 seconds. That's faster than most sports cars from 10 years ago. Compare that to the competition, and it's embarrassing for them. The Ford Ranger makes 270 horsepower. The Toyota Tacoma makes 278. The Chevy Colorado makes 308. Honda just demolished all of them with one announcement. But here's where it gets interesting. We expect this truck to get 35 miles per gallon combined. The Ranger gets 21 miles per gallon. The Tacoma gets 20 miles per gallon. Honda isn't just beating them on power, they're destroying them on efficiency too. The transmission is Honda's 10-speed automatic. It's the same unit they use in the Pilot and Passport, but it's been tuned specifically for the hybrid system. The electric motors can decouple from the engine completely for electric-only driving. Towing and payload. The towing capacity is rumored at 7,500 pounds. That's competitive but not class-leading. The Ranger can tow 7,500 pounds too. But the Ranger can't do it while getting 35 miles per gallon. This is a nightmare for Ford's Maverick strategy. Ford thought they were smart making a small, efficient truck. Honda just made a bigger truck that's almost as efficient and way more powerful. Toyota should be worried too. The Tacoma has been the king of mid-size trucks for decades. Honda just built a better Tacoma than Toyota. The suspension setup is where Honda gets controversial. They're keeping independent rear suspension instead of a solid axle. Truck purists hate this. They want that solid axle for towing and off-road durability. But Honda's betting that most truck buyers care more about ride quality than rock crawling. They're probably right. Most trucks never leave pavement. The payload capacity is expected around 1,600 pounds. That's competitive with the Tacoma and Ranger. But Honda's independent suspension should make it ride better than both while carrying that weight. Interior tech. Inside, you've got a 12.3-inch touchscreen running Honda's latest infotainment system. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard. The gauge cluster is a 7-inch digital display that changes based on drive mode. These are things competitors charge extra for or don't offer at all. Ford makes you pay extra for the bigger screen in the Ranger. Toyota's infotainment still looks like it's from 2015. The interior materials are where Honda usually shines. Expect soft-touch plastics and real stitching instead of the hard, cheap stuff you get in most trucks. The seats are getting ventilation and heating for both front and rear passengers. Honda's also adding a 400-watt power inverter in the bed. You can run power tools or camping equipment without a generator. Ford does this with the F-150 Lightning. Honda's bringing it to gas trucks first. The sound system is a premium Bose setup with 12 speakers. Most competitors give you basic audio unless you pay extra. Honda's making it standard on higher trims. Storage solutions are everywhere inside this truck. The center console is massive. There are cubbies and compartments throughout the cabin. Honda engineers understand that truck buyers carry lots of stuff. The bed design. That still confuses everyone. The bed itself is getting Honda's dual-action tailgate. It opens down like normal or swings to the side like a door. It's been a Ridgeline signature since day one. Competitors still can't figure out how to copy it. But here's what nobody's talking about. Honda's bed is shorter than the competition. It's 5.3 feet compared to 6 feet for most rivals. That matters if you're hauling lumber or motorcycles. The bed also gets an innovative tonneau cover system. It's integrated into the truck design instead of looking like an afterthought. Most truck tonneau covers look cheap and flimsy. Honda's adding more tie-down points throughout the bed. The previous Ridgeline only had 4. The new one gets 8 heavy-duty anchor points. That's more than most full-size trucks. The bed liner is spray-in from the factory. Most competitors make you pay extra for that. Honda includes it as standard equipment on all trims except the base model. Pricing strategy. The deal breaker is going to be price. Honda hasn't announced pricing yet, but expect this hybrid Ridgeline to start around $38,000. That's $3,000 more than a base Tacoma, but you're getting way more power and better fuel economy. The top trim will probably hit $50,000. That's expensive for a mid-size truck, but it's still cheaper than a full-size truck with similar capabilities. Here's the real problem. Honda's not releasing this truck until late 2026 as a 2027 model. That's 2 years away. Ford and Toyota aren't sitting still. They're both working on their own hybrid trucks. Toyota's already testing a Tacoma hybrid. It won't make 362 horsepower, but it might get better fuel economy. Ford's probably putting the Maverick's hybrid system in the Ranger. The timing could hurt Honda badly. 2 years is forever in the automotive world. By 2027, everyone will have hybrid trucks. Honda's advantage disappears. Off-road capability. The off-road capability is where Honda might struggle. They're offering a trail sport trim with bigger tires and skid plates, but that independent rear suspension limits how extreme you can get. The Tacoma TRD Pro and Ranger Raptor are built for serious off-road abuse. The Ridgeline Trail Sport is built for fire roads and camping trips. But most truck buyers don't need a rock crawler. They need something that looks tough and drives nice. The Ridgeline delivers both. The Trail Sport gets different drive modes for sand, snow, and mud. The hybrid system can send power to individual wheels instantly. That's better than most mechanical all-wheel drive systems. Ground clearance is expected around 8.5 inches. That's decent, but not exceptional. The Tacoma TRD Pro gets 9.6 inches. The Ranger Raptor gets 11.1 inches. Styling that finally looks like a real truck. The exterior design is completely new. Honda hired designers from Ram and Ford to make this truck look more aggressive. The old Ridgeline looked like a Honda Pilot with the back cut off. The new front end has a massive grille with Honda's new logo. LED headlights are standard across all trims. The hood has power bulges that actually serve a function. They clear the hybrid system's components. The side profile is more muscular than before. Honda added flares to the wheel wells. The bed sides are higher and more angular. It finally looks like a proper truck instead of a crossover. But some Honda styling cues remain. The taillights still wrap around the tailgate. The dual-action tailgate is more integrated into the design. It doesn't look like an afterthought anymore. Is the 2027 Ridgeline insane? Yes. Honda took everything people criticized about the old truck and fixed it. More power, better fuel economy, improved styling. Who should buy it? People who want truck utility without truck fuel costs. Families who need space but don't want to drive a minivan. Anyone who values reliability over image. Who should skip it? Hardcore off-road enthusiasts should stick with the Tacoma TRD Pro. Heavy haulers need a full-size truck. Brand loyalists who bleed Ford Blue or Chevy Gold won't be convinced anyway. Subscribe for more early looks at unreleased cars and trucks before anyone else covers them.